I was going to do this video to commemorate reaching 100 likes on the Clueless Drinker Facebook page. Now, to some, that number's absolutely tiny, and I can completely understand that. I mean, what's 100? For me personally, that means a hell of a lot, and it's a milestone nonetheless. The fact that people are taking the time out of their lives to do something as tiny as press a little button on Facebook, or to press the subscribe button on YouTube, and then of course watching the videos and interactions. It doesn't matter what the interaction is, whether it's small, big, negative or positive. It means a hell of a lot that people are actually interested in what I've got to say and what I am doing. So a massive thank you to you all, and I thought I would celebrate this by opening a very special beer. Unfortunately, as you can see, beer's half gone. That's because this bastard iPhone decided to just shut itself off mid-review. Thankfully, there's enough footage where I can show you my initial reaction of this video, which you will be seeing in a short while. But it's sod's law, isn't it, that when I want to do something a little bit special, fate comes around and slaps its dick right in my face. So, to celebrate 100 likes on Facebook, I thought I would open my bottle of Mikkeller's 1000 IBU Imperial IPA. Yes, I am fully aware that 1000 is literally 10 times higher than 100, but I thought there was something poetic with that. Plus, I wanted an excuse to open this bad boy. And first and foremost, absolutely beautiful looking label once again. Keith Shaw just does such an absolutely wonderful job. And I'm going to put a link down below to an article that I read recently talking about some of the best designed beer labels. If you're a design geek like me, definitely check it out. But I think you'll agree that this bottle of beer absolutely looks fantastic. Of course, comes in a 330ml bottle. The beer itself is clocking in at 9.6%. And of course, the IBUs are 1000. This is what the beer looks like in the glass. A lovely sort of ruby red tinge to it, with maybe some slight amber copper tones. Lovely clarity as well, although there is a nice cloud of sedimentation floating in the middle of the glass. As you can see, the head has died down a little bit. Well, actually quite considerably. It's just like a film on the top of the beer. But when I poured it, I got about 1.5 fingers worth of a slightly tan coloured head. Really nice compact bubbles. And I don't know if you can see this, but just look at that residue that's left on the sides of the glass as well as the foam. Definitely see the alcohol legs and those hop resins coming through. A very handsome looking beer, I think you will agree. So it looks great. Let's see what it smells like. It's so dank and chewy and sticky. It's got that real intense piney, resiny, like marijuana sort of flavour or aroma. But then you get that slight savoury yet sweet roasted garlic, onion sort of aroma. Then those lovely sweet malts come through, really nice and sticky and caramel. But at the same time, there's almost this like spicy tone coming through. Alcohol is detectable, but it is exceedingly well masked, considering the ABV of the beer. Almost has that sort of like dessert liqueur sort of character in that regard. But yeah, it smells big, it smells bold, it smells powerful. And as you can see, I've drank more than half of it, so I drank that a little bit too quickly. So, what did I think of this beer initially? Let's find out. Yeah, that smells absolutely wonderful. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, that is definitely a bitter beer. Yeah, it was quite an intense hit, to be honest. Although, that being said, I was expecting like my palate to be absolutely destroyed by this beer. If I'd have had this beer as little as 1.5 years ago, I'd have thought, what is this? It's just friggin' medicine. But the IBUs are there, but it's actually a little bit more toned down than I thought it would be. And let's not forget that we as humans can really only detect 100 IBUs. But still, it is somewhat potent. It does linger. When I first drank it, it started off strong, died down a little bit, and then came back with a vengeance on the back end. So the beer's died down a little bit. It's been in the glass for a little while. I did chill this beer slightly, so the beer's warmed up. So let's see how the flavours have developed. Cheers. Oh, those spicy tones come through a lot more now. You still get that sticky, resiny, hoppy goodness coming through. And again, it's got that slightly like caramelized onion flavour as well, that slight earthiness. Malt build is absolutely spectacular. Lovely sweet caramel-like flavours coming through. All of the flavours just come together really, really nicely. The ABV, you do pick it up a little bit in terms of alcohol warmth, and then that hop bite, or hop burn as some people would say, mixes in with that nicely on the back end. Although it is evident, it doesn't outstay its welcome. But yeah, this is such a robust powerhouse of a beer. It really, really is. Sticky, sweet, piney, resiny, chewy. It's got slight savoury, spicy tones, but at the same time it's offset with a lovely rounded sweetness. A very complex beer. And you know what? It's a high quality beer at that. Some people would see a beer like this, and even though 1000 IBUs is somewhat low compared to what breweries are doing nowadays, I think is it Fly Monkeys who own the record for the highest IBU with something around the 250 or 2500 mark, something like that. You know, people would probably be put off by a beer like this, and I won't lie, initially, I don't think I would have bought this beer myself. But of course, getting it in the beer mail, I was quite excited because I got to try it. You know, you have that sort of thing in the back of your head, oh, it's just a gimmick, it's just a ploy. The beer itself isn't probably going to taste that good. This is a world-class triple IPA. I'm not sure if they're classing this as a double IPA or a triple. It's just Imperial IPA on the bottle. But to me, it's more in the ballpark of the triple side. Where you almost get those ever so slight barley wine sort of characteristics, but that hop bite, that hop bitterness just make this a really intriguing drinking experience. At its heart, it's a very solidly crafted beer, a very solidly crafted IPA. Is it the best beer that I've ever had? No, but it's a fun beer, but it's backed up with quality. Is it a beer that I'd try again? Probably, if I was with friends. Yeah, I'd let them try it first. That sort of thing, see what reaction it will get. And yeah, this is what it's about really, isn't it? It's about getting a little bit of reaction, having a little bit of fun. Brewers are doing so many wonderful things nowadays. And thankfully, the beers inside the bottle and behind the concept back it up. So in terms of a rating then, on Mikkeller's 1000 IBU Imperial IPA, I'm going to give this a very solid 9 out of 10. Definitely a world-class beer. If you get the opportunity to try it, definitely do so. If you have tried it, as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Give me your thoughts and opinions on the concept. If you've tried beers that have got higher IBU counts, let me know what they are. Give me your opinions on those. Are you a fan of Mikkeller? That sort of thing. Just bombard me in the comments. And of course, if anybody, well, there are people who have reviewed this, there's quite a lot of people who have reviewed this on YouTube. Anyone who I follow or are friends with here on YouTube and their reviews are online, I'm going to put their links down below. Check out Mikkeller. Check out my link as well to get yourself 25% discount on your own box, and it helps me out as well, so you know, help a brother out. I'm too white to say shit like that, I really am. Check out my Mikkeller playlist. It's somewhat small, but it is going to be growing over the next few weeks. And of course, check out my Imperial IPA playlist for more examples of the style. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully I've managed to salvage this video. Thank you for the support, the continued support, and of course thank you to all of the newcomers as well. Like I said, without you guys, this would be as half as fun as it is. And you know, it's a great beer review when I finish on a very clumsily structured sentence. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.